Welcome back to this World of Warcraft Let's Play. You're Sambo, and joining us, as always, is Seraphis, our level 41 Worgen Mage. Say g'day, Seraphis.
Greetings.
And greetings to you as well, and greetings to you guys watching this week's episode. Welcome, welcome. And if you joined us in the last episode, you'll remember that we were here in the Southern Barrens with a couple more things left to do before we head back and hand in our quests. Let's have a look at the old mini-map here, and let's see, we've got a growing threat where we have to return down south there to Dawn Red Earth at Firestone Point. We've got a couple of things that we've got to hand in here to Twinbraid. We've got to report to General Twinbraid at Twinbraid's patrol in the Southern Barrens. One of the reasons we've got to do that is to bring the bad news to him about his son. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you probably want to go back and check our last Seraphis episode there. A little bit sad what happened to old Marley there, as you might remember. But before we go any further, you can see glowing behind me here is a boar skull, and that's for the quest called Echoes of Agamagan. And if we look at that, you can see here, it's all about these polished boar skulls. And in fact, let's grab that before somebody else does. We've only got one more to get, 2 of 3, and there we go, all done. Let's see if we can get out of harm's way there. Now, if we have a look at our map, here we go, nothing but a bunch of hand-ins by the looks of it, and that's the way we like it. Before we go any further though, have got a couple of shout-outs. I love giving shout-outs. Let's have Seraphis here give a traditional dance. There we go, yes, that is the traditional Worgen racial dance. You know it's not, of course. You know who it is. It's Britney Spears, as are all WoW dances, basically the same as some kind of famous dance out there in the real world. I do love it. Anyway, to our shout-outs, I got one here from 9arns9, and they say, hey, can I please get a shout-out put to my level 84 Retribution Paladin? You certainly can, although he didn't give us his or her name, but there you go, 9arns9. Nice to hear from you. Got another one here from Agent Rainer96, and they say, hey, can I please get a shout out for my Night Elf Hunter, Surian? And that's a very, very cool name, by the way, for a Night Elf Hunter. He's on Khaz'goroth. Oh, so you join us here. Oh, there you go. You must say g'day if you see me online. And can I also have a shout out for my cousin Hayden, who was born and raised in Australia? Well, you certainly can. G'day to you there, fellow Aussie Hayden. Also, I just got an open beta code for Terra. I don't know if my computer can run it, but if it can, I bet it will be great. Well, there you go. Now, I'm not actually going to be covering off Terra in a Let's Play, but I'm pretty sure that we'll give it a go in a couple of live streams in the near future. So there you go, Agent Rainer96. Thank you very, very much for your support. Nice to hear from you. Got one more here, and this is from XX Toontown Rockers XX, and they say, hello, may I please have a shout out? I have a toon on Thrall. Oh, so you've got a character on the server called Thrall here in World of Warcraft. That's where I have all of my mains, actually. My one is a level 82 Worgen Hunter, they say, and its name is Mortishal. Can you please look me up on the WoW site? Thank you very much, Mortishal from XX Toontown Rockers XX. Well, there you go. I'm definitely going to have to say hello from my main on the Thrall server to your level 82 Worgen Hunter, Mortishal. Good one. Big shout out to your hunter, and of course a big shout out to you as well. Alright guys, I think it's time for us to head back and do some quest handing in. Let's mount up and let's see if we can figure out which one is the nearest. It looks like we've got to return to Firestone Point around here. I'd say it's just over the way, just around here. We'll see if we can keep ourselves out of trouble. Although, I think if we have a look, we already got ourselves in trouble. Yes, we have. Alright, well that's okay. If they want to fight, a fight they shall have. And of course you can see my nice little new nameplate add-on up the top there. Once again, that is called Tidy Plates, for those of you wanting to know. Get a lot of questions about my add-ons, and oh boy, have I got a surprise for you guys this week, by the way. Make sure you stay tuned to this episode. Got a couple of my old school add-ons that I've dragged out of the cobwebs, just to show you guys, seeing as you're always so interested in the add-ons. So make sure you stick around for that. Alright, let's get on our saber here, and there we go. Firestone Point was just around the corner. Nice and handy. Now before we do go any further, of course, make sure we refresh our molten armor. Keep forgetting to do that. And got to do some cooking. Conjure up our refreshments, and you'll see that they'll appear down here on my hotbar because I've already got them slotted there. They are the good old conjured mana cookie, and that of course is one of the great benefits of being a mage in the World of Warcraft. Love it.
What can I do for you?
Hello, Maka. What can you do for us? You can tell us about the echoes of Agamaggan. Do you have the skulls? Yes, we just picked up the third one there for you. Here we go. Yes, these are clearly symbols of Agamaggan. But if the quillboar are still devoted to their dead god, what is the source of their vicious aggression? It is said that Agamaggan was noble and even gave his life fighting the Burning Legion. And that's a nice little nod there to the Burning Crusade content. And oh my god, I miss it so much. And I can't wait to get there on this character here. Can't wait till Seraphis hits the Burning Crusade. The Outlands, I love it. Anyhow, a moment, Seraphis. We must confer with the spirits. Alright.
Farewell.
Thank you very much, Maka. Let's have a chat to Dawn Red Earth here.
Great to meet you.
Great to meet you. Great to meet you as well. Oh, and look at that. They're casting all sorts of spells here. This is very interesting. Okay, so, a growing threat. You've my thanks, if that's not the entire earthen ring. Maybe someday we'll find a way to talk it out with those pigs. But we can't heal the land if we're dead in our sleep. That's right, you certainly can't. Alright, here's another one here. Mangletooth, he's given us a new quest. Una here used to spend time in Camp Tarajo. And of course you guys know all about Camp Tarajo and the fate of it. So sad. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go back a few Seraphis episodes where we go and explore Camp Tarajo and see what happened to it. It's certainly a lot different than it was before the Cataclysm. It's very sad. Anyway, been trying to think of what got those quillboar riled up so much recently. And it might be that Mangletooth escaped Tarajo alive. If he has, he's certainly calling the shots. There's a large hut up in the hills to the northwest. If you find Mangletooth there, cut him down. Alright, so there you go. We've got our objective. We need to kill Mangletooth. And you can see we get a bit of swag there. Let's see, what do we got? Some cloth braces, not as good as what we've got. And what's that? It's a neck piece. Again, not what we're really after. The staff isn't either. No, none of this is. So we're a little bit high for the rewards here, but that's okay. We'll just sell the one that's worth the most to a vendor, so that's quite okay. Alright, let's have a look at our map and see what we've got to do now. And it looks like Mangletooth is up to the west there, and we got the bad news that's delivering it back. I think we might just do that actually, because it's kind of backtracking a little bit. So let's mount up on our firing winged guardian here. Now, I always get a lot of questions from folk asking where I got this from. This is actually a blatant pet shop purchase. In other words, I got it off the Blizzard website, the Blizzard store. That's exactly where you can get it. There's no way of earning it in the game. It is quite literally shell over your money and you get the pet at the Blizzard store. It's just a purchased pet, but I love it. And of course it also appears on all of my characters from now on, and all past ones as well. So I thought it was well worth I think it's about $25 to buy that, and it also doubles up as a flying mount, of course, once we get our flying skill. Very cool. Here we go, General Twinbraid. Got a couple of quests for you. One of them is not so nice, so we'll do the okay one first. Twinbraid needs to know, what? Bale done in ruins, corpses everywhere? No! You describe the evidence that we found at the scene. The Bilgewater goblins, was it? They want to fight, do they? We'll show them what it means to be a part of the Horde, we will. I'll fill Battlescar with their corpses. I'll redden the dirt with their blood. Twinbraid grabs us by the collar and says, goblins are going to die. Alright, he's a little bit upset about that, I think. Revenge? Just a little bit of revenge seeking going on there. There we go. And here we are, kill them all. I think this is what he's going to ask us to do. I want to see some dead goblins, Seraphis. Just west of here, you'll find a whole warren of those little insects burrowing into the mountain. Let's see to it that they're digging their grave. Destroy them. Lay waste to their whole grubby operation. They've sown their own demise in Bale Dun Mage, and it's time to meet the Reaper. Alright, he's just a little bit fired up, isn't he? Kill 10 Frazzlecraz Miners at the Frazzlecraz Motherlode in Southern Barrens, and that's exactly what we will do for you, Twinbraid. Well, if you thought that was bad news, you're really not going to like the next one here, which is kind of about your son. General Twinbraid hurls his axe blade into the dirt, his voice quiet, but his body quivering with disbelief and rage. That was my boy, Seraphis. My only boy. They've made it personal, Mage. Personal. Alright, this guy is not having a good day, is he? Alright, we've got another quest here he's going to give us, and bury the rest. it's not enough to kill him after bail done. I want to give those goblins a taste of their own. Go into Frazzlecraz's mine and arm a pile of the explosives inside. At the entrance to the mine, you should see some sort of switch or plunger. Once those explosives are armed, use the plunger to blow that place sky high. Put the fear in a mage. There we go. So we've got to arm 6 Frazzlecraz explosives in the Frazzlecraz Motherlode mine. And oh my gosh, that is hard to say. But there we go. We've got our orders. Here they are. Let's have a look on the old map. And of course, all I need to do is click on the dots here and they will all show up, which is very handy. So now we've got, what do we got? We've got Mangletooth over there. We've also got the miners slain and we've got the explosives armed. So I think what we might do is see if we can head out that way. I'm not sure if... maybe we'll try and get Mangletooth first because he's sort of the furthest away and appears to be, yeah, let's have a look, appears to be up the hill a little bit, so that could be a nice little jaunt up there. It did say something about him being in the hillside, so I'm guessing he's just up here somewhere. Don't mind a bit of hill climbing, of course, that allows us to have a bit of a view, and I don't mind gawking out over the Southern Barrens. Now let's see, is he up around here somewhere? No. And we've got friends. It's okay. We can deal with them. Oh, you think you can run away, do you? Yeah, I'm afraid not. There we go. Alright, now where is this guy? Just trying to look on the map again. It says he's somewhere around here. I've got a funny feeling he's probably going to be in that... Yeah, I'd say he's in there, in that tent. Anyway, let's take out the guards first. Razormane War Frenzy. Your days are numbered. Opening up with a good old Frostbolt, of course. Slows them down. And that recognisable pig squeal there that you all know too well, I'm imagining, from your days here in the Barrens. Good old arcane missiles, I think, will finish him off. Yeah, there we go. Right, now I'm not seeing the skull. Oh, okay, there he is, Mangletooth. You can see he's a level 35 named mob. Yep, time for you to die, my friend. And slowed there. Follow up with a fireball. Let's also open up a scorch on him. And then I'm going to do some instants here with the fire blast. And there it is. He is down. Although his totem is still up, we have to give that a whack. So obviously he was a shaman. There we go. Oh, I'm so sorry you're dead. No, I'm not. Although I am going to mourn you. Let's go /mourn. I do like this one. There we go. In quiet contemplation, you mourn the death of Mangletooth. Well, we don't really, do we? What do you reckon? Do you reckon that we mourn that there, Seraphis? What are your thoughts on it? Yeah, I didn't think you were going to be too upset about that somehow. What an evil laugh that you have, by the way, Seraphis. Good lord. All right, let's see where we need to go to next, and it's just north of here a little bit, and this is about the goblin killing. Kill them all, kill 10 of those gobbos, and we've got to arm 6 of the explosives. So I'm guessing that it's this outpost we can see off in the distance there. That looks very goblin-esque, if you ask me. Yep, that's definitely the one, and it looks like there's a mine over there off in the distance. Now, of course, this is all very new. This is definitely new since the Cataclysm. So this goblin outpost definitely wasn't here before. No doubt about that. And you can see they've also got a form in there in the form of an orc. What we're after are the goblins themselves. So there we go, a foot Frazzlecraz floozy. So hard to say. We'll take down a floozy. And there you go, you can hear the good old goblin music, by the way, in the background there. Very, very cool. There we go, open up with a wand. We haven't actually had a wand cast for a good long time. And look at them throwing things at us. There we go. Frazzlecraz Miner 1 of 10. So it's only the miners that are counting. And thankfully, I love this tidy NPC plates, by the way. It's just fantastic. Allows us to see from a great distance there, nice and easily, the miners that we're after. Very, very cool. Oh, and they brought friends. That's right, let's use our good old Frost Nova there, lock it in place just so he can't hit us. And using all our instants there, our one-shots if you like, just to kill them off nice and quickly. Alright, another miner over there. Let's use the advantage of our range. Of course, being a mage, we've got a huge range. And we might as well use that. Means that it's a longer time before they come over and give us a bit of a thump. Of course, they're not really going to stand a chance. We're pretty high level here. There's another miner over there. Where are they? Let's see if we can click on one. Look at the range on this, will you? That Frostbolt spell has such a large range. It's amazing, and it's actually 35 yards in case you're wondering. Look at this, he still hasn't got to us. There we go, all done. Oh boy, look at that goblin technology off in the background there. Exploding, yeah. Alright, 5 out of 10, halfway there. Let's head on in a little bit, see if we can go towards the mines, because remember we've got another objective, which is to arm those explosives, so we're kind of on the lookout for those as well. Just going to use the Frost Nova there because we had one behind us. In fact, you know what else we can do? We can turn him into a sheep. So let's do that. There we go, that keeps him out of harm's way. Gonna have myself a healing potion there just because my health was getting a little bit low. We've made all sorts of friends here. Look at that, why isn't he dead? He had 9 health left. Seriously, come on. And again, just keeping out of arm's reach there. Alright, there we go. Look at that. Only 150 health left. It is definitely time for us to have one of our conjured mana cookies. Thank goodness for those. Our health got incredibly low there. Mind you, I guess we did get beaten up on about, look at that, 1, 2, 3, 4 mobs in a row. So that was kind of rough, even though they're only a level 35. I mean, we are 6 levels higher, but you know what it's like. In numbers, it really does count. When you haven't got any time in between to rest up and heal up, it can really, really hurt, just like that. Right, let's loot these guys. And let's have a look at the count. We are up to 7 out of 10 of these miners. So there's another one out there. Let's take him down. And there you go, you can see that dot there on the tidy NPC plates there. It actually shows what dots you've got going on a mob. It's very, very, very handy. I mean, you can see them up here, as always, underneath the enemy portrait, but it's great there, right where I'm wriggling my mouse there. It's great to see them actually above their head, to be honest. It's just a lot easier because that's where your eyes are kind of focused. Makes sense. And there you go, you can see him also throwing dynamite thanks to our great little add-on. Alright, 9 out of 10 is done. See if we can find one more. There's another one over there. Get back a little bit. And there's that slow dot on the NPC plate. And again, those red arrows at either end of it, they just mean that we've got aggro, which is always handy if you're a tank. You can tell which ones you've got aggro on, and indeed if you're a healer, well, or DPS. If you're in a run, you don't want anyone aggroing on you. If you're pulling aggro off the tank, that will tell you. It's very handy. Alright, there we go. We are done. Now this one here. Bury the rest. The explosives armed. Looks like it is. Yeah, okay, so it looks like we actually have to go into the mine for that one. Let's see if we can pick our way there by picking off these guys. Oh, and there it is. The big nasty plunger. So I'd say we actually have to go in first and find these explosives, perhaps.
I don't have a target.
Let's finish him off with the classic arcane explosion there. There we go. Horribly inefficient, but just lots of fun. And it looks like we need ourselves another mana cookie as well. There we go, all healed up. Nice, nice. So good being a mage and being able to make those for free, by the way. Now, if you are a mage, fully expect other people to want those when you go on a run in an instance. It's just always nice to offer them up at the beginning if you are a mage as well. Saves everybody asking. Alright, so we're looking for these explosives. Let's have a look. Oh, these pesky goblins, seriously? There's so many of them. That's right, that's what you get. Alright, so you can see the quest here actually says to go inside the mine, and okay, we need to find a bunch of these explosives. Oh yep, there's some over there. Alright, and look, there's a bunch of miners in here as well. So I guess if you're doing this at home, just come straight here. You'll be able to get the actual Frazzlecraz miner kills inside here. You don't have to do them on the outside. If you can sneak to the front, just do it all in here, much easier. Alright, here comes a wandering foreman. Let's take him down because he's going to end up over here anyway by the looks of things.
I need a target.
There we go. Alright, here's the explosives, and yes, 1 of 6. Alright, so we've got to get 5 more of those. Using our good old arcane blast there, and again that arcane blast puts a nice little damage multiplying buff on the enemy. Very handy, especially when you are, speaking of runs, especially when you're in runs and instances. You can really build up because of course you'll have time to cast it off about 3 or 4 times. And at that point you're doing lovely, nice big amounts of damage. It's great.
Target something first.
Alright, at least these things aren't too far in. There we go, 3 out of 6 done. Keep him at bay. There he goes, throwing his explosives again. That's what you get, I'm afraid. That's what you get. Right, who have we got here? Another foreman. Oh, yeah, they're probably going to aggro. Let's take them down. Now, as you guys know, I do love my mines and dungeons in World of Warcraft. And that's probably one of the only few things that got me through the Netherwing rep that I ground out on my main character, by the way. I did a full Netherwing rep grind because a lot of it is spent in dungeons over there on the Netherwing shelf in the Burning Crusade and Shadowmoon Valley. I actually really enjoyed it. It's probably sounds a bit sick, because I know a lot of people go potty with that one. Oh, look at that, we've got ourselves a nice green item there. Where did it go? There it is. Let's have a look at this. What is it? It's a Cutthroat vest of the monkey that will do nice to put on the auction house, of course. Always love anything we can throw up on there. Money, money, money. There we go, 5 out of 6. Let's get this last one at the end of the mine here. There we go, and might as well kill this guy because I'd say he's going to aggro on us as well. And I see there's one more over there. Gosh, they pile them on, don't they? Let's get that one as well. Thank you. And here we go, the lucky last one. This will be 6 out of 6. There we go, all armed. Let's get ourselves out of here. Do a bit of a blink. Make sure that my molten armor is still up, of course. There we go. Alright, let's clear the area. Let's get rid of those wandering mobs there. Alright, you can tell by the big question mark. I think somehow this is what we're after. The big nasty plunger. Are we ready? I think we're all ready to rock? Yes. Let's see what this does. And explosives are armed and ready. Well, I'm ready too. You shield your eyes from the blast. Oh my lord, will you look at that? And it's caved in. You can see the rocks there. That is excellent. You shield your eyes from the blast and the debris as the mine implodes into itself. General Twinbraid will be pleased, but somehow you doubt it'll be enough to quench his thirst for vengeance. And I tell you what, that is a very strong thirst for vengeance that he does have. Return to General Twinbraid at the patrol in the Southern Barrens. We will absolutely do that. In fact, let's just mount up now and head straight back there as we run out of time. And as I said earlier on in the episode, got a couple of little surprises for you, and I haven't forgotten about those. We'll cover them off in just one sec. Let's find Twinbraid first. That's right, Razormane War Frenzy, you can chase me all you like, you're not going to catch up. Alright, General Twinbraid.
What can I do for you?
There we go, the deed is done. Here we go, Twinbraid nods as you describe the destruction of the mine, but his eyes still burn with rage. Very nice work, Seraphis. I suppose there's some strategic value in depriving the horde of those minerals, but I'd have done it anyway just to crush those little green monstrosities. Alright, the only thing we can take here is this. It's a neck piece and it gives us actually quite good stuff. We get +3 intellect, +3 stamina, and an extra 6 critical strike rating. So we are absolutely going to take them. We do get a little bit of a dip, I think, in one of the stats there. Where did it go? Here we go. It's, what is it? Hit rating, but we don't care about that because we are a caster, of course. So there we go. It's a nice blue item that we're wearing around our neck there, and we've equipped that. Very, very nice. All right, another quest to hand in here. Kill them all. Dead? Good. Let word of this deed spread, and with it, terror. The horde will feel the consequences of their attack on Bejeweled Addon, and they'll rue the day they ever crossed us, Seraphis. And let's complete that quest. There we go. And you can see it's got another one for us to pick up there. Reinforcements from Theramore. Alright, interesting. Hawthorne dead. My own son murdered. The situation in the Barrens is out of control, Seraphis. I'm going to take charge of Fort Triumph, and I'm trying to lock things down. To do that, I'm going to need reinforcements. Reinforcements that were promised from Theramore weeks ago. And of course, if you guys are vets of World of Warcraft, you'll know that Theramore is a very nearby Alliance township here on the eastern coast of Kalimdor here. And that's where Jaina Proudmoore hangs out, by the way, if you're after your lore fix for the day. Here we go. Travel to Theramore in Dustwallow Marsh and give Captain Garen Vimes an earful. What good is that blasted road through the swamp if the men and material aren't rolling in? So there you go. This is definitely a quest out of the zone. Travel to Theramore Isle in Dustwallow Marsh and talk to Captain Garen Vimes. Now, if we have a look at the map, I can show you exactly where that is. In fact, I'll make it nice and big. Let's zoom right out. Here we go. This is Kalimdor. We're here in the Southern Barrens. This here is Dustwallow Marsh. Now, there is Theramore Isle, and that, by the way, also has a boat dock that takes us all the way over. Let's have a look. Here we go. All the way over to the Eastern Kingdoms, to Stormwind. And in fact, that's how you travel between the two continents by boat, from Stormwind over to the Theramore docks here. Now, you'll notice, the keen eyes amongst you will notice that there is a little bit of a difference now. You'll notice that it looks slightly different than it used to, and in fact the map isn't showing half of it. Once we get there, if we get there, you'll notice a massive amount of changes post the cataclysm, so keep an eye out for that. Alright, so let's have a look at this map and see what else we've got. You can see we've got to head south there to hand in the Mangletooth quest, and we will definitely do that, but because we're running out of time right this moment, as I promised, got a couple more little add-ons that I wanted to show you, and these ones I've had for a very long time, for a great number of years. And before you ask, yes, I will put the link in the description below this video, because these are actually official add-ons, and you'll see what I mean in 1 minute. Now, I don't know about you, but out there in games world, there are a couple of games that are completely addictive, made by our good old favourite addictive games company, Popcap. You know Popcap, I'm sure you know Popcap, and I'm sure that you know a couple of the games that they make. Well, did you know that they actually make official add-ons, as in, it's made by them, by Popcap themselves, for the World of Warcraft? No? Well, now you do. Check this out. That's right, folks. What you're staring at is Bejeweled. It's the real deal. Not only that, if we go into the options, you can see it is very cool. For a start, you can hide the mini-map. You can set its off-screen and on-screen transparency there when I hover the mouse over it. So, of course, if you're in the middle of playing a game and you want to still run around, you can have it transparent. You can leave it up there. It's very, very cool. But you can do things like automatically start a new game when you're on a flight. That is a brilliant idea. So whenever you're in flight, it just automatically pops this and you've got something to do. And you can see down the bottom here, auto open, on flight start, on death, or on login. And you can auto close it on ready check if you're in a raid or an instance, on enter in combat, or on a flight end as well. So very, very cool. You'll also notice here it says about publishing skill ups and stuff. That's because there's more to this than just playing the game. If we go in here, you can see we've got feats of skill, and we've got a whole bunch of stats, which are very cool. High scores, and these scores are between your friends and your guild mates. Alright, so it automatically keeps track of them if your guildies and friends have this, so you can try and beat your friends. But look at this, it has its own achievements. And you can see here it says achievements must be completed with the add-on shown and a game in progress. And I've actually got 3 of 26 of these already. And I'll give you an example here, not only gems fall. This is one where you have to die from falling damage while playing a game. Another one, join a battleground queue while playing a game. Or pain in the classic, beat another player's high score in classic mode. So you can see it is very, very cool. So many options. If I click on new game, you got classic or timed modes, which is very, very cool. If I click on classic, look at this. I'm sure you recognize this. It is quite literally the real deal. Alright, so this is it. And you can see down the bottom here, I'm gonna waste my game here, but you can see down the bottom it actually says bejeweling skill has increased to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, etc, etc. It's a skill up just like any other skill in WoW. Now the reason I'm skilling it up from fresh here is because all of those achievements are from other characters that I've done. Alright, so your achievements carry across characters. It is very cool. But look at it, it is a really, really nice and simple version of the game. It is exactly everything that you're familiar with. It's got all the familiar sound effects, and this is because it's the real deal, folks. It is actually Bejeweled as made by Popcap. Alright, so there you go. I just thought you might like to know. I'll again link it in the description below this video. If you want, you can just close it. There we go. It's as easy as that. Carry on, and then if I bring it back, Bejeweled, it's actually frozen in time. You can see that, and carries on from where you left off. It is that simple. And oh my lord, now that I'm playing, do you think I'm going to be able to stop? Oh, there we go, 4 in a row. Oh my lord. Oh man, it's so hard, it's so addictive, isn't it? Okay, must stop playing Sambo. Must stop playing Sambo. Gonna chant it to myself, must stop. Okay, we are definitely gonna stop. Alright, so there you go. That was surprise number 1. Surprise number 2 is, of course, that's not the only addictive game that they make, and I'm sure you'll know what I'm talking about. That's right, folks. Ta-da! Peggle Add-On for WoW. Alright, so this is equally as awesome. The way this one works is you've got quick plays, and you've got all these different levels here, and you can see Ironforge, Orgrimmar, Stormwind, Undercity, Thunderbluff, Darnassus, etc, etc, etc. You can see we've got a duel mode here, and as long as somebody else has got it, you can actually duel another player. Alright, and you can type a note into your opponent. So again, as long as they've got the add-on, you can actually have one-on-one duels. It is awesome. You can battle as well. You've actually got a, look, if I set up new battle here, it searches through your friends and you can invite them. And then, of course, you can say, hey, how long is the battle duration? 12 hours, 24 hours, or 48 hours? And you can select a level and send them an invitation. It is very, very cool. And you can do that via friends or guild, or indeed in the local channel as well. So cool. You've got talent points. So as you level up through the game, you get to get talent points and add them in. And it's just like talent points in WoW, really. I'll give you some examples here. Two-sided coin increases your chance of getting a free ball when you don't hit any pegs by 10%. And that's got 5 ranks there. It's so cool. Here's another one. A step ahead. Your fever bonus meter starts with 2 notches lit at the beginning of the match. And I've put 2 out of 2 points into that. This one here. More cowbell. I've got 2 out of 5 here. Purple pegs have a 20% chance to increase your fever meter by 1, then a 30% chance, 40, 50, etc, etc. One more. Here's one down here. Infusion of awesome. and this one requires 15 points in Peggle talents. Pegs hit with your special power have a 20% chance to crit, etc, etc. So it's so awesome. Gives you a full how to play sort of instructional tutorial there. You've got your options here. Again, show the minimap icon or not. You've got your mouse on and mouse off transparency. Again, you can auto open it on death, login, flight start, or if somebody duels you, you can auto close it as well. You can turn off sounds. You can put stuff in the chat box. Blah, blah, blah. It's absolutely amazing. If we just go quick play here and let's say, I don't know, Ironforge, let's do that. Hit play. Choose our character. And you know how it is, either get the super guide or the space blast. We'll choose the guide, and let's give this a go. Oh my god, this is so addictive as well. Come on, go for it. Now you know how Peggle works, I'm sure. You've got to get all the red ones if we can. Oh, look at that! Oh, bugger. Alright, let's get the green one here. Go on, go on, go on. Oh, just missed that. Get another green one. Now I've got the super guide here, so I'm going to be able to... Oh, where do we want? We want all the red ones. Let's see if we can boing it down there. Can I get it down there? Oh, no. Alright, maybe that will do for now. Go, 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 go. Oh, and I missed the bottom. There we go, super guide for the next 4 turns. That's what the green one does. And oh, woo! Got ourselves a free ball there. Thank you. And there we go, a points boost. Oh, and a free ball. I'd like to say that I did that deliberately, but of course, you know me, it was pure fluke. Go on, get the red one. There we go. I've only got a couple more reds to go. Wait for that to disappear. Go on, go on. Oh, yes, yes, no, yes, no, yes! Oh, it's just hanging on the edge there, and it went in. Oh, I love this. All right, let's see if we can get down there. Can I do it? No. All right, can I get across to that one? Yes. Ah. All right, now I'm really trying to get to that red one under there. Let's see. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, that was an awful shot, although you can see it has opened up now. Let's see if we can go grab these ones. Oh, and I missed them all! How terrible am I? All right, we really need to make room to get down here, so I've got to get rid of... Oh, my lord. All right, that was possibly the worst shot in the entire history of all things Peggle. Oh, that wasn't bad. All right, can we get this one? Yes! Oh, nearly got that one there. Can we get it? Yep. Ah. All right, last ball, and you can see there's one down there. Am I going to be able to hit it? I don't think so. Damn it. Oh, it's so close. It's so close. Oh! There we go. Now, by the way, folks, when you hit brag, you can see it's got my score, the percentage cleared, etc. I can hit brag and I can choose the channel. I can brag to the guild, the party, or the raid. If I choose guild and go brag, what that would do is it would send a message in the guild chat to everyone and let them know about my score. So there you go, folks. Once again, Peggle and Bejeweled, 2 of the most addictive games. So if you're bored in WoW, if you're on a flight or you're waiting for group members to arrive, you can play that in-game. Look for the link below in the description and don't blame me for hundreds of hours lost. There you go. Anyway, we are way over time. We need to get ourselves out of here. Thank you very much for joining me in this episode. Certainly hope you'll join us in the next one as we continue our journeys through the Southern Barrens here, heading ever southwards. On behalf of myself, Sambo, and of course Seraphis, our level 41 Worgen mage, it's us saying take care. We will see you next time, and bye-bye.